and welcome to this review of The Promised Neverland episode 8. Now, since the beginning, The Promised Neverland has been one of those shows that was must see. People, ever since the first episode, anime fans who loved the first episode was really intensified to see how this will go up and the rise, to see how intense, how suspense it was gonna have in this. Now, since the first episode, we saw Connie's death in a shockingly way for most people like myself. Now, for manga readers, for people who have read the manga, we already knew what was gonna happen. But the way how they did this in episode 8, it really didn't fit the bill. He didn't really fit. I mean, like from the beginning, since last week's episode, we had a death flag cliffhanger with Sister Krone. Okay, so you guys would know by then. By this episode, we would get episode. I mean, in episode 8, you know that Sister Krone is gonna die. Now, Sister Krone's death was disappointing. I mean, this episode was breathtaking, but her death was it was disappointing. You know what I mean? It wasn't that much depth into it at all. And like this, okay, let me just point this out. What's funny about this with Sister Krone's death is that in the manga, it had more dialogue about Sister Krone's past, and it explains everything and how she died in the manga. They got her devil. The devil was holding Sister Krone hand, out with like that. I get that, but the way how she trying to fight off a demon and try to like in the way how she died in front of the gate, not to mention using the vampire flower to suck the blood out of it to bloom red. Okay, I get that, but her death wasn't that important. Okay, I get it. Sister Krone died with honor. I don't blame her. I mean, sure, she had some evilish face expressions in the manga and the anime as well, but her face, you know I mean, Sister Krone's death wasn't that shockingly. I mean, do I feel bad for her? I mean, she did fight a good fight, but the fact remains is that at least she gave encouragement to the brats, the kids. Like she said, "You better escape, you brats," all that kind of stuff. But I do give her credit where credit is due. She did she did use tactics, strategies, all that stuff. But Isabella is always one step ahead of her. Isabella knew Sister Krone was planning everything from the beginning, just to lure her out and take control. Okay, that's simple. And so in Grandma, like the backstory of how Grandma and used to be, sorry, used to be a mom, it explains everything. And seeing the kid in the background, you knew that was Isabella. Just by looking at the background, that's Isabella. That was just it. Hands down. Okay. Alright, so you knew Isabella's backstory from the beginning. Just by looking at Grandma's backstory. And you could tell, just by off the set, you would know who was that I'm not gonna spoil it, but you will understand why and how she became what it is, okay. But again, Sister Krone, she put up a good fight, and I do applaud her for that, but not as hype as most people are. But okay, I love Isabella in this episode because she knew everything from day one. She planned everything. She's like one step ahead of everybody. I mean, come on. Okay, I'll put her as like the best female, smartest woman in anime. She's one of those top 10 female smartest anime women of all time because she knows how to play the game really well. She understands every strategy. I mean, she uses Ray since the beginning. Her smile, her wicked smile triggers so many people that you think her smile is all sweet, dandy. No. There's always, come on guys, in the world of anime, there's always a fake smile and there's real smiles. Isabella, from the beginning, you know that she had this fake smile to begin with. Luring people saying, "I love you, children." See how the fake smile is? I mean, she's trying to act all sweet and innocent, but deep down, she's the queen of darkness. She's the Queen of Darkness in a little heavenly shield type sword, orb type. She is still the Queen of Darkness. And then what's worse, out of nowhere, like the whole plan, like she used Ray from the beginning. She knew that Ray was lying to her from the start. She knew everything. That's why she locked him in the room. And then there's that moment when Ray and Emma trying to fake smile on Isabella, but Isabella know that these two, the fake smiles gotta stop. No more smile, no more na 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 na. Because the opening was great, but still, no more fake smiles, which led to the outcome of Isabella breaking Emma's leg. And what's funny about this is that in the manga, it had more dialogue to express more about Isabella, about how she was raised and all that stuff. We're probably gonna get that later on if they continue with that. But you guys see the factors in that. I mean, the manga is better because it got more dialogue and more development into Isabella, Ray, Norman, Ray, Emma, and Norman, so you can see more about it. But in this, they want to keep it fast paced and simple for us, for anime viewers, just to see how it progresses. But the whole breaking the leg thing, that was intense. Her screaming, like, I'm willing to see how it breaks. I mean, the manga, they showed it, but when you heard that crack, he's like, ah, that was freaking panic. That was breathtaking or leg breaking. Either way, that was intense. She broke the leg, and then she got her with the ear. Oh my god. Talk about brutal. I also like Phil, like the little boy Phil, dark skinned boy with the blue eyes. He's gonna play a major role. Don't judge, like, okay, that little boy Phil, he's always around in danger, so you know Phil is gonna play a role in this. And then, oh, what a way to end everything with the next shipment. It's going to be Norman. And then Norman's face shocked everybody, including Emma, because you know Emma has feelings for Norman. We ship that, but still, that reaction to when Norman's gonna be the next shipment out. Rest in peace, Norman. You'll be missed. Now, I'm not gonna say anything from them. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I read the manga. But I will say this: this episode was breathtaking or leg breaking for this episode. I really enjoyed I didn't enjoy Sister Krone's death because I didn't. You would think for deaths like this would be more suspense, but it didn't really hyped up as it is. Truth be told, this was a good episode, so I can't argue with that. So I look forward for next week's episode, and let's see how next week's episode is going to be with Norman leaving the farm and Emma's recovery from a broken leg. Let's see how they're going to escape now.